Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Subscription of that funds if it makes your story. I'm concerned cause you set it up before it runs. My opinions, oh, opinions, oh, opinions, oh, opinions. Well, it seems to be a problem, yeah, and the state of emotions seems too clear, and they rise and fall like last week's stock, and they haven't made a happy talk. Opinions, oh, opinions, oh, opinions, oh,
Thank you. I played that for myself, but hey, I'm thanking myself, because why not? So, I'm 22 years old now. Well, technically, I actually turned 22 last night, but, you know, it's American time, so I'm 22 in the US now. I don't know how that works, but hey, whatever. Hello, welcome. I've never done a stream like this, so bear with me. Results may vary, but overall, I think I have a good idea of what I want to do. Man, people are just pouring in. Holy shit. Welcome to the stream. I have quite a few things planned. Maybe not quite a few things, but some interesting shit we're gonna have a look at. It's gonna be a chill stream where I just kinda have a look at some things on the internet that may interest all of you watching. I think it will. I think it will. Thank you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, chat. Much love. Much love. See Yakov in the chat. CB. Or RB, I should call you. Millis. Quite a few people. Holy shit. Primordial Being. Worst YouTuber? Well, at least I stand out. Teensy, welcome. So yeah, we'll just kick it off. So, some people get kind of pissed off when I do this, because it makes it difficult for some people to buy bully collectibles, but honestly, this is an auction, so, you know, I don't know. This is a rare promo Canis Canem edit disc on eBay. I have two of this one. I have like two of the same version as this. All of the promo discs are the same to my knowledge. If you want to buy a promo disc, you can go on eBay and buy this at an auction. I guess they're aiming for £300. I paid like 20 bucks for my promo disc, so there's no fucking way I'm paying that much. But hey, if you want to do it and you have the money and you actually want to do that, go ahead. I don't have a link in the video info, but you can easily find it on eBay. Just type in Canis Canem Edit promo and just arrange the items by like highest price, and I think you'll see it.
I'm almost rich.
Holy shit, thank you, Billy.
Billy the Bully, back at it again. With moves that'll make you scream in fear like Sheldon. Losers keep thinking that they can defeat me, when in reality, I keep beating them viciously with these.
Is that a poem? Anyway, thank you. Thanks a lot. That's awesome. By the way, if you guys want to give like a one-time donation, you can do so via Super Chats, or if you feel like making sure that I get as big of a cut of the donation as possible and Google doesn't, you know, get in there and take like a third of it, you can go to Streamlabs. There's a link down below to that. You can also become a sponsor if you want, or a patron. It all shows up on stream if you feel like that is of your interest. So yeah, we're gonna kick this off by by reading Bully's Encyclopedia Dramatica page. Now, I've had a look through this. I think that there's nothing on the page that would get me banned on YouTube if I showed it, so we should be fine. There is some offensive humor, but really, fuck it, why not? So, I'm gonna read this. I've not read it before, but since it's on Encyclopedia Dramatica, I would imagine that it's funny and also kind of fucked up. So it's like, you know, if you don't like that kind of shit, whatever. I don't know how to fix that. I can't. So, by the way, Encyclopedia Dramatica, if I can enunciate it, is a, how the fuck do I put this? It's kind of like a, like, everything wrong type of Wikipedia place, or website rather. It's actually, I think it's located in, somewhere where like copyright law doesn't apply the same way it would in most other places. So if you have an ED page, an Encyclopedia Dramatica page made about you, and they have your content up on the page, and you know you would normally be able to DMCA it, or you know, request that they take it down before you sue them, they're not gonna comply because they don't fucking have to. So with all of that said, now you kind of have an idea of the nature of Encyclopedia Dramatica. Man, people are still congratulating me. That's awesome, thank you. Hey Abby, what's up? Alright, Bully Canis Canem Edit is another game made by Rockstar that caused epic levels of butthurt from concerned mothers like Jack Thompson, who sought to get the game banned. In Bully, you play as Jimmy Hopkins, a 15-year-old punk who's been expelled from numerous schools for foul behavior.
You're getting ahead, Jimmy.
Hey, thank you.
Also, happy birthday, SWEGTA. Thanks for all the videos you've made over the years, and he is hoping that Yan2295 is right and Bully will finally get the sequel it deserves after RDR2.
A motherfucking man. Thank you, Billy. Thanks a lot. I don't know. Like, I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I'm like, I have to be realistic, and maybe not realistic, but skeptical to some extent. The claims have yet to be corroborated, and that's kind of a big thing for me. If there's no real proof behind it, I don't know, man. I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. But I think Jan has more credibility than even I would have, considering that he actually has insight into the development of some Rockstar games. Maybe all of them, for all we know. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? So in Bully, you play as Jimmy Hopkins, a 15-year-old punk who's been expelled from numerous schools for foul behavior and has one last shot in life. Bullworth-Academy. Kinda sounds like they copy-pasted the back cover of the game, precluding, or excluding the first part about concerned mothers like Jack Thompson. Here he must fight against and dominate several different cliques: bullies, preppies, greasers, nerds, jocks, and townies, in that order. It is notable for very lousy dialogue and missions, more bugs in the code than in a Vietnamese prostitute's asshole, being one of the most controversial games of all time, and for successfully pulling off an accurate portrayal of the American public school system. Good start. Whoever wrote this has a... I like the way they phrase things. So background. Bully was in production since 2000 I don't know. I don't think so. I think the development began in early 2005 or so. I could be wrong. Bully was in production since 2003 to 2004, being announced in May 2005. Originally, the game was portraying the main character as an antagonist who bullied others. That is true. In the final version, you pretty much do the same shit except against people who deserve it. It was built on the same engine that GTA SA was using. Partially, yeah. Eventually, they re-released the game as Bully Scholarship Edition, which featured a few more hours of content, and was a few more hours. It was more like, I don't know, one single solitary additional hour at best. I don't fucking know. Whatever. More hours of content and was built on a newer engine, yet still looked ugly as fuck. I'm not gonna beg to differ on that, but at the same time, I feel like that was intentional. It has a very cartoony and simplistic style to it. It's kind of... Although I've heard some people argue that it's kind of like the bridge between GTA 4 and GTA San Andreas in terms of graphics. I don't know how people feel about that, but I can see that point. I'm sorry I can see most of the stream. I am in class. Love you, Sweg. Happy birthday. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you. Gameplay. Imagine any of the PS2 era Grand Theft Auto games. Now imagine that it's a school and a town half the size of GTA 3's world map. Welcome to the world of Bullworth. You pretty much spend the half of the game doing shitty minigames in each class. A bunch of...
You're getting ahead, Jimmy.
Damn.
Happy birthday, my ninja. I hope you blaze with this.
Thank you, Jesus, or Jesus. Thanks a lot. Rock on. By the way, feel free to, like, correct me if I mispronounce your name. I mean, like, this is not even, like, true. Like, this is all optional shit. It's like, you have to do all of this bullshit where it's like minigames and fetch quest, which I assume are errands.
Free money!
Oh,
I didn't know you're 2 years older than me. Anyways, happy B-Day.
Hey, thanks a lot, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, I'm 22 now. Actually, people on Tumblr, I don't know why this is, but some people on Tumblr think that I'm 23. And they began circulating that idea, or that misconception when I was 21. So maybe eventually I'll catch up. But hey, for all I know, they could just raise it, you know. By the time I'm like 28, they're like, oh, you're 30. I don't know, man. It's kind of odd how people presume shit like that. Some people think that I'm a teenager still, and some people think that I'm like in my 30s. my age is very vague. Anyway, thank you, Andrew. Much love. These missions only add up to 10 to 20 hours of game time, with the other half spent on tedious bullshit. Like the GTA games, as time goes on, you unlock other sections of the map, native to each click. Sadly, Jimmy isn't armed with Tech 9's pipe bombs, shotguns, and other fun weapons. But boring shit like slingshots and eggs, depends on how you look at it. God, I fucking love this page. Like, I know Encyclopedia Dramatica is, like, used for doxing sometimes, but really, sometimes you find hidden gems like this. Hey, thanks.
22 already? From Jimmy Hopkins to James Earl Cash.
Yeah, kinda. At least if you're, what's his name? Dreamcast guy, yeah. Anyway, thank you, Kaioken? I don't know, I'm sorry, maybe I mispronounced your name. But thanks a lot. Bully takes place in New England, in a small town. Jimmy was expelled from 7 different schools, and now Bullworth is his last shot. Yeah, we've established this in the summary. His parents were neglectful and abusive. I don't know if they were... yeah, maybe verbally, yeah. Leaving him to fend for himself, especially for the duration of the game. Isn't that the entire game? Whatever, I'm being pedantic. My bad. Upon arriving at the school, he meets several people. Gary Smith, the main antagonist, who backstabs him early in the game. Spoilers, I guess. And pulls a lot of strings to get Jimmy attacked by other cliques. Pete Kowalski... Pete Kowalski, a gay Jewish kid who's the least popular student. And numerous others. The bullies immediately attack Jimmy, but get pwned until Russell shows up to chimp out. Then you spend 20 hours going through different areas of the game to beat the shit out of other cliques and secure your throne as the years go on, and the seasons change. Eventually, Gary takes over the school, so Jimmy must stop him before he perpetrates a school shooting. That's the plan, is it? Okay. Clicks. Okay, this already looks interesting. Let's see. Am I gonna be able to monetize this? Who gives a shit? Cliques. There are 6 cliques in the game, whom you must take down and control. Bullies. The first group that fucks with you. Stereotypical dickheads, but not cool enough to be jocks. They are led by Russell Northrop, a retarded ogre whom you take down in the first few hours of the game. After this, the bullies become your greatest allies. Ironic, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Isn't it moronic? Don't you think? Preppies. The preps notice your fine boxing skills and invite you to their boxing club. They are typical New England area upper-class snobs. Incestual, idiotic, and ill-tempered. Their daddies are every other kid's parents' bosses, causing this clique to be universally loathed and despised. Over time, you give them what they deserve and beat the shit out of them into submission. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I wonder if they based this last part on, I wonder, like, if they took that from, one of Jimmy's lines. I think so. What do you guys make of this? Let me know. Greasers. Up next are the Greasers. Lower class tough guys who keep 1950s counterculture alive and well. They are second to the jocks in the hierarchy, moderately athletic and very savage. They provide some of the most difficult challenges. Do they? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've not had much issue with them, but whatever. Nerds. Next are the nerds, autistic backstabbing geniuses. Early in the game you assist them, but now they turn on you, which is never elaborated on. Even Jimmy points this out. He's like, think of everything I've done for you. They're like, yeah, well, I don't know, you're a dick, Jimmy. I guess that's it. That's the justification. So you have to put them in their place in an epic showdown using potato guns. That's actually a very apt way of putting it. Which is surprising considering the page I'm reading. Jocks. These are the closet case shitheads who made all of our lives living hell in school. I would imagine the person who wrote this had that. Then again, a lot of people do. Athletic and socially intelligent. Wait, what? I guess. Intelligent. I don't know if I would put it that way. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I see a bunch of people still doing that. Much love. These assholes call the shots, but now they will pay, but sadly not in a sequel to Lolumbine. Eventually these roid monkeys get put down by Jimmy, and now all of the students submit to his authority for a short time. Hello, SWEGTA. I just wanted to say that I have the same birthday as you. That's cool. A lot of people do, apparently. I've had several people come to me and be like, hey, we share the same birthday, dude. So, rock on. Townies. Townies are dropouts. They either got expelled or couldn't handle the shithole that is the American school system. They have come to greatly resent all of the students. They mostly do drugs and hang out around chemical plants. I don't know why it's plural, there's one, but yeah. They take you on, but you put them in their place and gain their loyalty in time to stop the 1992 LA riots going on at Bullworth. The movie that inspired the game? Do I want to click on this? Tell you what, I'm gonna...
She tricked me.
Let me skim through this before I move on. Oops, spoiler. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, this is a movie, I'm not gonna play that. Fuck that. Kinda curious though. So there are some quotes. These are actual quotes from the games. That's kinda interesting. Yeah. Controversy. Alright, let's see. Now obviously the game was gonna cause a lot of butthurt among Americans and other pussies throughout the world. as it did. Most of the autism was directed towards the fact that you can kiss other boys in the game. I don't know if that was most of it, but partially, yeah, some people took issue with that, which rustled many Jimmies. The fact that the entire point of the game is school violence didn't do any better for its image, considering it was released in 2006 when Columbine was still relatively fresh in the American minds. Many teachers were butthurt over the game and pledged against... That actually did happen. Some teachers, I don't know if they held PTA meetings about this, but they went on the news and they're like, as somebody who spends a lot of time educating kids, I'm a fucking teacher. As somebody who does this for a living, you know, I can tell you that this is not good for kids. But lo and behold, nothing really bad came out of it. You know, a game got released, it got good ratings, terrific fucking soundtrack, a lot of fun to play, and yeah, it gained a cult following, and that was it. So, I don't know, maybe the self-appointed experts are self-appointed for a reason. So Jack Thompson, now this should be interesting. Jack Thompson has called the game a Columbine simulator, despite the fact that nothing in the game ever dies, except that one giant plant monster. Even the rats are just taking a nap after you blast them the fuck out with a slingshot. I think they actually do die, but yeah, fair enough. Instead of death, people are known to lay on the ground, grasping themselves in pain until spontaneously fading out of existence for some reason. Jack filed a lawsuit to get the game banned from Florida. He tried to Jew the court and Rockstar Games for a free copy of the game, which they were willing to comply with. In court, and by the way, if you haven't seen my video about Jack Thompson versus Bully, I think that's what it's called, look it up. There's a lot of interesting bits of information in there. It actually ends on a beautiful fucking high note that a lot of people are not aware of, so after you're done watching this, and if you haven't seen that, check it out, because I think you'll enjoy it. Shameless self-promotion indeed. In court, the judge made a logical decision and favored in Rockstar's side. So yeah, it's a quick recap of what happened. Jack Thompson versus Adam Sessler. I mean, like, this is old, but I feel like I'm gonna get claimed if I play this. You're so underrated, thank you. I hope to be greatly overrated one day. Banned in Brazil. Now this is actually something that stopped being the case. This is something that ceased in I think 2015. I made a video about it. Judge Flavio Mendes Rabello. He's a judge who claimed that the game would cause, not corruption, what the fuck's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, he basically had this idea that a bunch of kids would become violent and difficult if they played the game because, you know, kids are fucking retarded and they can't think for themselves, so the game's just gonna influence them. So, the game was actually banned in Brazil, and you can actually, face a pretty hefty fine if you ended up being caught with the game in your hands. So a lot of people ended up pirating the game. Kind of interesting that, isn't it? They were like, yeah, we gotta ban this thing so people can't get it. But instead, it just ended up denying them money that they could have made had it been legal. And people still had the game, they just never paid for it because they couldn't fucking do that. They still got the game, they just got it for free. So, you incentivized a bunch of fucking kids to pirate games. Fucking bravo, Flavio Mendes Rabello. But eventually in 2015 or 2016, they ended up removing the ban. And so now in Brazil, you can buy the game, just like in any other location, I would assume. So yeah, that was the situation there. PC edition. Okay, so they're just kind of like shitting on it. Wait, there's an upside to buying the game for the third time. Yeah, I think a lot of us have actually done that. On PC, mods. Naturally, Lee Taxors used their skills to make porn and gun mods. Now you can emulate the Columbine massacre without having to buy hatred. So... They have some pictures here. I don't know about the porn or gun. Actually, gun mods do exist, but they're just skin mods. So they're not going to replace any sound effects or cause any gore effects in the game. It's just like, oh, you know, the spud gun, it looks like a shotgun now. Rockstar's dedicated, well, can I zoom in on this? Bear with me. Alright, so there you see Gary Smith with a horrendous looking face. Rockstar dedicated countless resources in the programming/debugging sector. They did, but I think they did so on Windows XP. And they also did so on, what was it, 2 GB machines? So if you had, say, Windows Vista or Windows 7 and you had over 2 gigs of RAM, yeah, you had to patch the game. And the patch was released like 17 days post PC release. So for like 2 fucking weeks straight, people who bought the game upon release were just kind of like, oh fuck, guess I can't play it. So yeah, there was kind of an issue with that. Jimmy kissing a GNA, I don't know what that means. Probably some bullshit. School shooting mod. Not really. Do you believe in God? I think we should move on, but yeah, this is kind of interesting. You can actually see some links on the bottom for a few interesting articles about Bully, including Bully 2. So if you want to check these out, you could go to encyclopediadramatica.rs/bully_ whatever, just Google Bully Encyclopedia Dramatica and you'll find it. They do have some more notes on the somewhere. Let's see. What the fuck? Oh, here you go. Some related shit. Columbine, Gary Smith's ultimate goal. School, even worse IRL than in the game. Apparently they have some pages about... Okay, cool. Emo goth scene, not seen in the game despite it taking place around 2006. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Because you don't see a lot of scene kids anymore. You see some goth kids, but emo and scene, I don't know if you see a lot of those people. Maybe every fucking now and then, maybe every blue moon you'll see one. But, I don't, whatever. I guess it's kind of less predictable if you get some preps and greasers and other shit in the game rather than just like, oh, here, a bunch of scene kids. So, let's see what else we got. We've been live for like half an hour now. Just a quick reminder, if anybody wants to throw me some monies, that'd be much appreciated. And it actually helps out a lot. This month has been very good for me in terms of my channel's performance. I know that it's going to be temporary, but it's been good. It's been very fucking good. But I'm not going to see the results monetarily until, what is it, November, because I'm with Curse, and they have this really fucking terrible payment schedule, where it's like, if you make money in January, they're going to pay you like in March or so. So, it all helps out. Let's see what else we got. I guess I'll just talk about this real quick before we move on from Bully. SWEGTA, I tried sending some money, but it didn't work. I have no idea. Did you do it via Streamlabs or Super Chat? And by the way, if you're gonna donate, it is preferred that you do it via Streamlabs, because if you do it via Super Chat, Google takes 1/3 of it. I'm not even kidding. They take like 33% of the whole donation. So if you give me like $50, they're gonna take a decent chunk of that. Kinda sucks, but hey, whatever. But it's all appreciated. So let's see. So I looked up Bully 2, and I checked out the news tab on Google or something like that, and I found this. It's obviously this is not confirmed. It even says so on the page, like unconfirmed. But I'm just kind of like, who the fuck made this? Who the fuck just like put in, you know, like 1.5 years or so, and they were just like, yeah, this is gonna be the release date for Bully 2. I don't know who the fuck made this or why, but yeah. If the person who made this watches this stream, can you contact me and explain on what the fuck this is? I know it's not legitimate, but I'm just curious. Okay, so now this is kind of interesting. I guess, you know what, fuck it, I'll talk to chat for like a few minutes before we proceed. So if you guys have any questions, you know, you can ask me via the chat, or if you want, like, you know, definitively, like, you know, me seeing the question and responding to it, and elaborating possibly, then, you know, like a $1 donation would be awesome for that. But I'm gonna have a look at the chat, just see what you have to say. What is this? I've seen a bunch of people say "stay racist." I don't know what that is in reference to. Why are you racist? I don't know. You tell me, because I'm not. Why is the background noise here? I don't know. Do you mean like the confetti in the background? It's pixel confetti. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. YouTube again is not notifying me that. That's fucking bullshit, Truth. That's fucking bullshit. I hate that. You know, you subscribe to some channel and you watch it, or I assume you watch my videos, and then it's like, yeah, you know, it's meant to notify you. That's what subscribing is. You're supposed to get notified when something new happens. It's kind of like subscribing to a newsletter. But then YouTube's like, no, we're gonna base it on, I don't even know, some convoluted fucking metric. No idea. But if you enable like the alert bell thing, I don't know how to explain it verbally, but yeah, there's like a setting to get all notifications, supposedly. I've heard people say that it doesn't really do that, but it might help. No idea. Make racism great again. I don't know when it's ever been great. Make more videos, bro. I'm actually making quite a few now. Why am I so amazing? I don't think I am, but thank you. Do I like Black Flag? I know my mom is a huge punk rock fan, and my dad was actually really into punk rock too, so I know my mom is a fan of Black Flag, and definitely a fan of Henry Rollins. I think that's his name. Yeah, the bell. Hey, 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 hey. Be racist every day. You should read Bully from Uncyclopedia. Does that actually have an Uncyclopedia Dramatic page? Dramatic. Bully Uncyclopedia. Spell it. I mean, like, I see a page about bullying, but I don't see a page about the game. Oh, I found it. Hold on. Seems like it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, maybe. I think I'm gonna save this for like a video or something. I think I'll do that. We'll fucking see, Chad. We'll fucking see. SWEGTA, I am donating. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Have you ever spent a day without playing Bully? Yeah. I didn't play any Bully today. I played GTA 3. I beat GTA 3 today, and I'm moving on to Vice City. I'm gonna do GTA SA and all the other GTA games. Your videos are amazing, thank you. SWEGTA, something weird happened to me when I was playing Bully. So I was in music class, and Mindy, I think you mean Mandy, had this white outfit on. No idea. No idea. Might have just been like a texture problem. How come you stopped doing the Bully Insanity Edition series? So, the boss came to me, the developer of that mod, and she's like, I'm gonna add some more things to it. You're getting close to the end of the game, and I want to add some big finale. It's gonna be this insane fucking thing. And because of this, she wanted me to just kind of do something else in the meantime, and I did. And I kept doing something else, and I kept doing something else, and eventually it got to the point where I'm like, this is not gonna be done. The mod's never gonna be finished. It's never gonna have another update. And even if it is, it's gonna be remade, because that's the, that's kind of the modus operandi for anything the boss makes. And I'm not, like, taking jabs at the boss for this, either. That's just kind of like how she rolls. She makes a mod, and then either releases it, or shelves it, or rewrites it. Or all of the above, until, you know, until it's finished. I would believe that this is one of those cases where she released it, wanted to do something more with it, but ended up feeling like it has to be redone. And I don't know if she has the patience for that. Did you saw the fan-made Manhunt movie trailer? It's awesome. I have not seen that. I could watch it now if you want me to. I'll check it out. Give us some beta bully news swag. I found something recently. Oh, we have like 150 something people watching. That's kind of cool. I don't know how many people I expected. I was like, maybe I'll get like 50. That's kind of cool. If you're enjoying it thus far, leave a like. I don't know if I'm gonna put this up on my channel. I think I will. I don't see why not. Is it in parentheses fake Manhunt movie trailer? Is that it? I think that's it. I don't see anything else. So since this is fake, I don't think it's gonna be a problem copyright-wise. So it should be okay. Let's see. So let me see this channel. 17,000 subscribers. I don't think they have like a content ID system up. It should be okay. So, when am I gonna do my next Manhunt stream? I wanted to do one this week, or the week before, rather, but I ended up feeling too exhausted to do it. And also, I have other projects. Like I'm doing a podcast now. I've not announced it on my channel yet, but if you look up Underhaven, that is UNDER Haven. If you look up Underhaven, you'll find a new podcast I'm doing with Animancer, and we've had quite a few interesting guests on thus far. You may recognize some, maybe. But yeah, I've been preoccupied with a lot of shit, especially that, and some videos I'm doing, like this Hernando video. That was a big project for me to tackle. It's not a very difficult video to make in editing or narration recording, because that was actually before I got sick. But the video structure itself, that was something I spent a lot of time on. Initially, I had this idea where I was gonna just jump into it with like, here's 5 reasons why I don't like Hernando. And the final reason was gonna be basically what I said at the end of the video. He's not a fucking YouTuber. Well, he is, but when you call him that, it kind of excludes something more prominent when you think about Hernando, and that's that he's a fucking liar, a leech, and a businessman, and a douche. So, you know, and these are not mutually exclusive to being a YouTuber. It's not a dichotomy where you have like, you know, oh, you can either be one or the other. No, I'm just saying that he's more of one than the other. That's the point I made. Anyway, so initially the video was... The structure I had for this video, as far as like the script goes, and you know, the pacing of the video was intro plays for my channel. I go into like a summary, and then I say, here are 5 reasons why he sucks, and I just jump into that. And that was gonna be the video. It was gonna be like 10 minutes long, but I ended up taking one of the points I made and basing the video around that point. And actually, I had way more to say when I did that. So I'm glad I took my time with this video. It's not, you know, it's not a fucking viral video. It's sitting, I don't know, it has like 54,000 views now after a week of being uploaded. That's not fucking bad for a channel my size, but, you know, it's nothing huge. But at the same time, I'm glad I took my time with the video, because I feel like it turned out way better than I initially had in mind. So there you go, some insight into the making of that video. Hey Sweg, you are taking my attention away from my algebra class. I'm sorry, but that's not on me. Oh shit, hey Bully Songs, what's up? Yo Swag, just want to say happy birthday. Your content is the shit. I haven't kept up with your videos lately, bro, but keep at it. Thank you. Thank you. Well, for all you know, they could be shit rather than the shit, but hey, thank you. Do I have non-white friends? What is your fucking obsession with race? You're fucking weird. But yeah, I do. SWEGTA, do you want Bully 2 to be about Gary Smith also? I mean, like, I wouldn't mind it. That'd be interesting, but I don't think they're gonna do that. knowing how Rockstar operates, they're gonna get a completely new cast. Maybe even reboot the series. Fuck if I know, but I'm very doubtful that they would ever bring back any prior voice actors. Maybe Lloyd Floyd. You know, people who can do a lot of different types of voices. I think they would do that, but it would not be like in reference to the original game. It would just be like, oh, it's for the sake of convenience and because he's a really good voice actor. Would I like to see Gary make an appearance in Bully 2? Yeah. Do I think that's gonna happen if Bully 2 comes out? No, not really. What is my favorite Bully quote? This is a quote by Ray, and I may butcher it, so I'm just gonna paraphrase. They say that kids imitate characters in video games, but I have yet to become a mustached plumber. I'm ruining the quote, but that's one of my favorite quotes of the game. Please help me, Sweg. I'm being in your room. Okay. I'm just gonna watch this fucking video. Do I have this muted? I'm doing that.
James Earl Cash
that's
was
awesome.
executed last night.
As I take hits from the bone.
Easy, look.
Dude, they even got the fucking camera angles nicely. That's cool.
Unexpected reprieve. Do exactly as I say, and I promise this will be over before the night is out. You and your family weren't exactly close, am I right? These streets are being patrolled by gangs.
Can somebody just make this into a fucking movie? Like, 48 seconds in, and I'm like, this would be such a good movie. It really would. You would have to focus a lot of attention on the film, on the brutality, but also on the horror elements. There's no room for, like, you know, comedy or maybe, like, some dark comedy, but, like, nothing, no, like, lightheartedness or romance or drama. Just straight up, just here's a fucking horrible situation some dude finds himself in. Watch the movie. I think that would be interesting. But it's never gonna happen. It would be The Purge. Dude, this looks miles better than any Purge movie. Especially the first one.
This gun, just like you. You just won't fucking die, will you? Okay, are you ready? Camera.
Okay, they took some scenes from Saw 1 or 2. That's kinda interesting.
Action.
Okay, so this is like a combination of different segments of different movies. I saw Leatherface at one point. I'm like, okay.
So, how are we doing, Cash? Enjoying it so far?
Oh, that's fucking marvelous. That's really good. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's actually like a fan-made Manhunt movie called Snuffed. I should do like a review of that or something. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who the fuck knows? Oh, it's like 4 minutes long. I could watch it now if you want. Do you guys want to watch Snuffed with me? Apparently that's what they used for this fan-made trailer. SWEGTA, can you make a video on the Bullworth crest? It has a secret message. Unbeknownst to me, if that's the case. I don't know, maybe. Some people say that the icons represent 4 of the clicks. Maybe, I don't know. Hey SWEGTA, are you Sans from Undertale? No. Do I think phones would ruin the time period of bully? I don't feel like they would. Maybe, kind of, but at the same time, it doesn't define the time the game's in. It just kind of tells you, hey, we have these phones you have in current time as well, so whatever. I mean, a bunch of the technology you had around at the time was featured in Bully, the original game, like LCD monitors, some other modern technology. They even had a Game Boy parody, which you can find in Dragon's Wing. If you look around the basement, you'll find it. Please do Dead Rising next. I don't know if I have any Dead Rising content I could play. Who made you that sexy-ass profile picture? Lewis Rockets. I assume you were talking about my little channel avatar thingy. Yeah, Lewis Rockets. Initially she made one for me in 2015, and I could show you. So, I think the Shadow Artist was the name of the first person who ever made any fan art for me. I'm gonna have to scroll through a bunch of fucking fan art. Alright, so that's that. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. So, this is the first piece of fan art I ever received. Somebody made this on DeviantArt. I think it was the Shadow Artist. Yeah, the Shadow Artist 100. He or she made this on DeviantArt, or uploaded it there, rather. And that was a surprise to me, because I had like 1,000 subs, and somebody just drew me. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. But I ended up using this as a channel avatar from then on. So, before that, I had Jimmy Hopkins aiming a camera at the camera. You know, like I did this thing where like I got a free cam mod, and I had Jimmy like aim the camera, like holding it. And I used that as like my little avatar thingy. So anyway, I changed it to this after I received this. And then like for a year or so I had this avatar until eventually I contacted Lewis Rockets, who had done quite a bit of Bully fan art, and she still does it from time to time. And I was like, hey, could you draw me? And she did. She sent me some different, what do you call it, like concept designs. I had a couple of them, and I ended up going with this one. But then, later on, I got this one. Now, this is actually more based on the design we ended up not using. Because I'm like, well, you know, this one is kind of like zany or whatever, but this one's like more straight to the point, and it also contrasts a bit better when you see it on YouTube as a profile pic. So, I got this in, I think, late 2017. So yeah, Lewis Rockets. She's awesome. And she also likes Bad Religion, so that's fucking cool. But yeah, if you guys want to see me react to Snuffed, we could do that. It's 4 minutes long, so it's not even like a full-length film. Why is Postal 2 named the best Postal game? Because it is. That's really it. If you play Postal 1, which I haven't, then you might enjoy it. But if you play Postal 2, you're gonna have a lot of laughs. It's gonna be very... It's a bare-bone game, but one that actually has a lot of appeal. And then if you play Postal 3, you're gonna go back to 1 or 2 immediately. So, I think that's why. Hey SWEGTA, do you think the developers are gonna pull a Teen Titans Go and make Bully 2 terrible? I don't think they would do that. Maybe some aspects of the game could be terrible, potentially, if Rockstar decides to lean more towards profit than creativity. Then yeah, maybe. But I don't feel like they're gonna do the same thing the fucking people behind Teen Titans Go did. Is Manhunt open in the background? It sounds like it. It's not. I don't know why it sounds like that. Dude, Swag, when I first met you, my art was shit. I have no idea how you could possibly retweet any of it. I enjoyed it. I think it's cool. I still have some of it. Alan says happy birthday. Rock on, Alan. Yeah, I think we're gonna watch this. Why not? Please note that the following preview... Yeah, we know. Wait. Okay. Oh, it's loud. Yeah, bitch. Awesome. Why the fuck is this not a real movie? This would be so fucking cool, wouldn't it? Like, even if it's low budget, that would just be so fucking nice. It is impressive. Did it actually? Wait, hold on, hold on. It has a smiley sticker on it. That's such a fucking cute little reference. Props. That's fucking cool.
That's better. Now only you can hear me. And that's the way you're gonna want it, because I'm your only way out of here. Hey, easy. Look, we've had an unexpected break.
That's Jimmy Hopkins, yeah.
Exactly as I say, and I promise this will be over before the night is out.
Cue the bully stealth theme. So, the hoods, I believe.
Snuff him out. Don't hold back.
Innocence.
Them or you.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I mean, this is fucking well made, honestly.
Attaboy, Cash. You're warming up our audience nicely.
Snuffed. And there you have Pigsy. Want more? Wait, hold on. This is a fucking Indiegogo campaign? Hold on, let me see this. So, Indiegogo. No, it's gone. What the fuck? Out of all the things I could have funded on Indiegogo, Snuffed is just absent. It vanished out of thin fucking air. That's bullshit. Man. Imagine if this was still up. That'd be awesome if we could just like get together and fucking promote that shit. This channel sucks. Well, fuck you, Dan. Piece of fucking shit. Fuck you, buddy. Are you able to finish the Bully Insanity? I don't know. I mean, it depends on what the boss wants to do. Yeah, there's Red Dead Redemption 2. It's gonna be out soon. Actually, I'm gonna be getting an Xbox One, and I know some people are gonna give me shit for it because they're like, PS4 is what I prefer, so that's what you should prefer too, Swag. Well, I don't. I'm gonna just get Xbox. I'm gonna get an Xbox One. Kind of just like exclusively for RDR2. That's about it, really. Quit YouTube? No. Fuck you, Dan. Hey, RB, CB, whatever, Laura. Ban Dan because he sucks dick. Well, not because he sucks dick, literally, but you know, he sucks dick in the sense that he's fucking lame. Quit YouTube. No. Fuck you, Dan. Fight me. You and me at SummerSlam. Motherfucker. Okay. Oh, now you're done. Now you're done, buddy. Quit YouTube. No. Hey, you know this thing that pays for everything in your existence? Yeah, don't do that. What? Why? Does he even read the comments? I do, sometimes. Every now and then I'll take a peek. The background noise really sounds like the Carnival and Bully. Is it really? What? Is there music in the background? Because I don't know. Quit YouTube. Quit it. It's not funny. Happy birthday. By the way, I really love this Hernando video. Thank you. Thanks a lot. How old am I now? Well, there's a giant fucking 22 on the thumbnail, so that's my age. For now. Somebody asked me about my age. They're like, how old are you now, Swag? And I sent them 22 fucking, you know, like the monkey sprite from Monkey Fling in Bully. I sent them like 22 of those. Dead channel? I don't know. Fuck you. I sent them like 22 of those. And I was like, count them. And that was it. They're like, oh, okay. So you're 22. Yep. I should do that from now on. Just like keep sending people a bunch of fucking Monkey Fling sprites instead. Have them do the math. Swag, please react to the local 58 YouTube channel. I don't know what that is, but it sounds terrible. Yo, I don't know if you remember me. I was on your Manhunt stream. Happy birthday. Yeah, I do. Thanks a lot. Rock on. Rock on, dude. Bully is the worst game ever, and you are a fog. I'm a fog. Sweet. How is it like the worst game ever? Like, by what metric? It doesn't appeal to me in this arbitrary way, so therefore it sucks, and fuck you. It's like, okay, well, I don't know what to do about that. Good luck. My favorite Rockstar voice actor? Samuel L. Jackson in GTA San Andreas. That's fucking awesome. I'd say, yeah, 10 penny. Samuel L. Jackson. That's a fucking perfect role for him, isn't it? Like this corrupt, asshole, self-obsessed cop. Frank Tenpenny. SWEGTA, do you think the Bullworth mascot would be an awesome Hotline Miami mask? Maybe. I mean, like, it's a huge fucking piece of clothing. As far as, like, a headgear goes. So, depends. I don't know. People keep telling me to react to things I'm not accustomed to. What the fuck? I'm not familiar with. So, I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. So before we wrap this up, we're gonna move on to this little article. Now this happened recently, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this by now. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 PC port offered to Rockstar via hilarious tweets. I don't know if they're hilarious. It's kind of an interesting way to put it. It's like, yeah, it's the funniest fucking thing I ever saw. I don't think so. Rockstar's upcoming Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to sell a ridiculous amount of copies. Yeah, definitely. It will probably dominate NPD's top 10 charts for roughly 5 years straight. And let's face facts. Any game that realistically resizes horses' testicles. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, yeah, the balls of the horses in the game are gonna vary in size and, I guess, shape depending on the temperature. So, if you're like in a snowy location, they're gonna shrink a bit. And if you're somewhere, you know, hot and humid, they're gonna be more loose. And let's face the facts. Any game that realistically resizes horse testicles depending on the weather conditions clearly deserves that. Okay. But PC gamers were left in the cold, with the original Red Dead Redemption, and Rockstar has implied that they have no plans to port the console-first blockbuster over to PC. So, there was actually some talk about this back in 2015, I believe. Some people were spreading rumors about Rockstar potentially porting the game to PC, but then somebody who claimed, big emphasis on the word claimed, to be a Rockstar developer said that no, the game is too much of a clusterfuck of code for us to do that. And even if we did, it would not be something the higher ups at Rockstar have any fucking interest in. Stop talking about horse balls? I'm fine. I'll stop. Can't stop, won't stop, keeping it horse balls. Enter everyone's favorite witty indie game publisher developer Digital, who extended quite the offer via a series of hilarious tweets. So, I'm not familiar with Devolver Digital, but apparently they're kind of known. So here are the tweets. So Rockstar Games, they put up this thing. Red Dead Online announced, and of course Devolver Digital are like, hey, we'd like to publish your new cowboy game on PC, so they're offering up their services as far as porting the game goes. They also added, and here's like the hilarious part. We're based out of Texas, so we are familiar with horses and chewing tobacco. Also, we own a gun. The last part is not a threat, just that knowing about guns seems like a plus for this game. So they're just kind of like, hey, we're Texans, we have a gun. It's not a threat, but you know, it just goes to show that we know a bit about cowboy culture. So it'd be cool to do this. Fucking hilarious. Who the fuck titles this shit? And so a bunch of people, they're like, oh, what if they actually do it? I don't think Devolver Digital actually gives a fuck about doing this. Like, I don't feel like they would decline the opportunity to do it, but I don't think they're realistically thinking to themselves, yeah, you know, let's go out there and offer up our services, and Rockstar may actually collaborate with us. I don't feel like they're expecting anything at all. Or even, like, they're not even expecting a possibility of anything, if I'm gonna be honest, because to me, this is just like a publicity thing. You have this game that's gonna be out soon. A lot of fucking people are hyped for it. Millions of people are gonna buy this game. It's gonna be a huge possible record breaker. It's gonna set a new standard for Rockstar games, and thus you have a company like this coming along and saying, hey, you know, here's like a kind of like on the cheek kind of joke, and we'd like to collaborate with you on the PC version, which a lot of people want to see. I mean, it's a publicity stunt. That's really what it is. So as far as the hilarity goes, I mean, like, I'm not gonna be like, fuck this. I mean, like, it's charming the way they put this, but it's not fucking hilarious. So fuck off with that. Second of all, it's like I said, it's a fucking publicity stunt. I keep repeating myself, but I feel like people need to be aware of that. A lot of people, they have this misconception or this really odd idea that, you know, this could open the gates for a PC port. If Rockstar Games wants to port the game to PC, then whether the fucking Devolver Digital wants to do it is not even a matter at all. It doesn't matter whatsoever. Odds are they're gonna get somebody else to do it anyway. So who gives a shit? I know I'm coming off kind of like stubborn and whiny, but really you have to be realistic about these things. So those are my 2 cents on that. Now I don't have much else to say. I'm gonna chill with the chat for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes before I sign off. If you guys have any questions or if you want me to talk about anything, let me know. Am I a girl? No. At least last time I checked. Donald Trump is gonna ban Bully 2. I don't know why he would give a shit. Isn't he like, I mean, he's a fucking businessman, so like he's gonna look at a mega corporation making a bunch of money off an entertainment product and say, yeah, whatever. You know, what's he gonna do? Take issue with that? Maybe you're referring to his stance on violent video games, or rather, the White House's stance on violent video games. I don't think they're gonna ban anything. Like, the backlash when they did that shit was huge. You had like a 99.9% dislike ratio based on thousands of people who voted on, as far as like, you know, the video goes. Because they had this unlisted video on their channel, I don't know why. But it got like thousands upon thousands of downvotes and just like a few hundred upvotes. I guess like even the White House has a bunch of sycophants that will like defend them no matter what. Bully 2 is banned in Romania because of grannies. I don't get it. I don't know, who the fuck is... Let me look this up. I bet it's like some stupid bullshit. Yeah, it is. I don't care at all about Swedish reality TV stars. So, if you want somebody to react to it, you're gonna have to find somebody else, because I have no fucks to give at all. Sorry about that, but I just don't. Hey, happy birthday and have a great day. Thank you, SS Knight X1X. Hello, Nat Strachan. I'm doing well. What do I think about Italy? I like the Counter-Strike map. You guys have had some good actors though, and I don't know. I've never been there. I like the fact that your country is shaped like a boot. I think that's kind of cool. It sets it apart. It's very distinct. I like it. Have I considered playing The Suffering? I own The Suffering on Xbox, but I've never played it. No. Your commentary makes videos entertaining. That's cool. I didn't know that. I guess I aimed for it, but I don't know if that's actually the case. But hey, thank you for letting me know. Please notice me. Hey, Casey. So, I'm gonna sign off in like 8 minutes. If anybody wants to donate, that'd be fucking awesome. It all helps out. But if nobody's gonna do that, that's fine too. What do I think about Brazil? I like... a lot of the women there are very attractive. I like that. Swag, I just subscribed to you recently, and I can say that I really enjoy your content, so I hope that you have a great celebrating your day of birth. That's a very specific way to put it, but thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my content. That's awesome. SWEGTA, why? Why what? Say my name or I will egg your house. I don't have a house, I have an apartment. I'm looking at the chat, I'm like, half of it is just like happy birthday, which is nice, I'm not complaining. I'm just kinda like, I'm looking for specific things to respond to. So, you know, I appreciate it. What do I think about Mars? It'd be cool if we could colonize it, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're just gonna fester away on this dirt ball of a planet. What is my full-time job? None. I don't have one. I make money via the websites I own and my YouTube channel. And it's more than enough for me to stay afloat. How's your cold? It's... I don't know, it's still there, I think you can tell, but... It's a bit easier now, I'll put it that way. When do you think Tool will release their next album? 2019 or 2020. That's what I think. If they're gonna release it at all, that is. So I'm kind of like, I'm 50-50. I'm like, it's either going to be in the next 2 years or never. I don't know which. What is my real name? Mark Zuckerberg. Any beta bully videos in the making? Yeah, I have a few. I have one that kind of borders on a beta video, but it's just going to be like a quick, here's something I found that somebody else uploaded kind of thing. Yeah, I'm 50. I've aged this quickly. Within the span of an hour, I've gone from 22 to 50. Oh, hi, Mark. What is the most overrated game this year? Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite. Then again, I've never played it, but the fact that so many people talk about it kind of gives me the impression that it's overrated. It's a trend, and it's gonna die out eventually. Maybe not die out, but it's gonna decline in popularity because it's being like overexposed right now. Do I have a Discord? I do. It's SWEGTA hashtag 0001. I think that's it. Please notice me. Hello, OGTV. Original Gangsta. My favorite YouTuber, Fred. No, I don't know, I'd say, if it has to be one person, I would say Decker Shadow. He's an awesome movie reviewer. Really funny, very good at reviewing films, eloquent and entertaining. But if I have to pick a channel, I would say, Deep Fat Fried. Hey SWEGTA, there's a weird ad on YouTube that uses the Bully Scholarship Edition. Is there? If so, send it to me on Twitter and I'll check it out, because that's fucking weird. I've yet to see anything like that. Is there a possible way you could unban me from your Discord? I've been banned for like 2 years. I don't know what happened. I don't manage any of the bans. I have a staff team for that. Like, I'll keep an eye on things, but they handle the users. So if you want to like argue that you should be unbanned, then I'm like, hit me up on Discord and I'll talk to the other staff members and see what's going on. Can I change my name to Sweg Daddy? I can, but I'm not gonna do it. I think I'm good. I really do sound sick. I guess so. You love my videos. Hey SWEGTA, the Prodigy released a new song called Light Up the Sky. Did they? I've not paid a lot of attention to the Prodigy in ages, so I guess they have. What do I think about Jimmy Åkesson and the Swedish politics and election? I don't give a fuck. I don't even vote. What is up with the background sounds? I don't know. I guess there's an abundance of noise. You know what it is? It's actually somebody's doing like construction outside. I think that's it. So I think I'm gonna sign off in a couple minutes. Just popping in to say great channel and videos. Happy birthday, SWEGTA. Thank you. Escape route British. Laters. Alright, peace out. On a scale of 1 to 10, how Swedish are you? I've never done a DNA test. I don't think that's what you're asking, but yeah, born and raised in Stockholm. What mic do I use? It's a Blue Yeti. Oh shit, thank you. Thank you, Skeptalk Live. That's awesome.
Free money!
Happy anniversary.
Anniversary. I've never heard anybody call it that. Anyway, thank you. By the way, it was awesome having you on our Underhaven. We should do that again if you're up for it. But yeah, thanks. How's the old refugee crisis? I don't know. I live in one of the most industrial, rainy, depressing parts of Sweden, so I don't see a lot of refugee crises. Yeah. Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, maybe that's it. That would explain it. But yeah, I just kind of, I live like in a small town outside of all of that, so I don't know. Oh shit, thank you, Shifty Space. Is Hernando a douche? Yeah. He is. At least if you ask me, I think he is.
I'm almost rich.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. But yeah, like I said, it all helps out, so this is much appreciated. Thanks, Shifty Space. Was I a jock in school? No. I was not really a social outcast, but kind of. I chose not to associate with any kind of group. You know, I had my friends and we were just kind of like on the outside looking in, and that was it. I don't like being part of like some fucking clique or some, you know, movement or like a group, because I feel like that makes you way more likely to think based on the best interest of some kind of collective, rather than focusing on what actually fucking makes sense. I know that sounds like pretentious faggotry, but really, it applies in a lot of cases. So like in school, I was like, okay, this is like pushed to the max, because people do that shit a lot in school. So I was just kind of like repelled when it came to being part of like any big group of people. And I feel like it's way more fulfilling when you have a select few people around you who you know very well, rather than befriend like 20 people. Hey SWEGTA, Hernando will be hitting 3 mil subs soon. Yeah. Welcome to YouTube. That sounds oddly specific, SWEGTA. Yeah, well, that's my nature, isn't it? But yeah, as far as like Hernando hitting 3 mil subs, I mean like, I had a bunch of people tell me that I'm jealous, and it's like, yeah, how the fuck could I not be? I invest a lot of time, effort, and ideas in my videos. And then this fucking asshole gets to like 3 million in like 3 fucking years or so by lying to people. Fuck that, of course. Why would I not be jealous of that? You know, he has like a modicum of the he puts in a modicum of the effort and time I put into my videos, and he gets like 100 times as much attention and praise. To me, that's fucking unfair. So yeah, jealousy, no shit. And I don't think that I'm the only one. If you were to ask a lot of other people in the community, they would say the same fucking thing if they were honest about it. Face reveal? You can just go to my Instagram page and you'll see my face. Thank you, Grey Matter. Thank you. Play Undertale. I've tried and it just doesn't appeal to me. It's not a bad game. It's too cutesy and ugh, I don't know. It's too light-hearted. You know, it's charming in some ways, but overall, I'm just kind of like, eh. I want to be able to like do something that I could do in a GTA game. Then it's like, yeah. So if Rockstar's gonna target politics for free money, will they make fun of Jimmy Kimmel? Because Jimmy Kimmel really likes politics. I don't know. I feel like Rockstar, they've always made fun of politics. They made fun of people on the left, people on the right, you know, religious people, atheists. You know, they don't give a shit. They're gonna make fun of any group they can find. So, and I think that's a good thing. I think that people should be made fun of. It all depends. If you have, like, you know, somebody who just experienced something traumatic, then maybe don't pick on that person, you know, maybe let them be for a while. But when it comes to, like, groups of people, like the left, lib cucks or whatever, or like people on the right, you know, where it's like, oh, they're all alt-right. I mean, like, whatever, just make fun of them. I don't give a shit. I think that actually strengthens people a bit. You should have thick skin when it comes to politics anyway. Hernando sounds like Gary. Fuck that. No, he doesn't. He sounds like Hernando. Yo, Sweg, happy birthday. Much love. Also, Trent is gay. Thank you. Do you bother yourself with politics? If so, where do you stand on the spectrum? I've taken a political compass test. I think I have, let me see if I still have it. I could show it. I mean, that would give you like a vague idea of where I stand on some issues. Yeah, I found it. So, here I am. Here I be. This is the result of me taking a political compass test. So, I'm libertarian on a lot of social issues, and I'm left-leaning, generally speaking. I used to be like more authoritarian and like center, but now I'm like on the bottom left almost. So there I am. So hopefully that answers your question, Sire Elite. Anything regarding Insanity Edition? Nope. Nada. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Are you going to do a playthrough when Bully 2 comes out? I like how you said when. That's kind of telling, but I think the more appropriate way to say it is if. But hey, maybe it will be released. But yeah, I would definitely do that. There's no fucking way I could not do that. I have to. Please research Werewolf and Bully. Maybe I'll do like a myth video on that. That'd be cool. I love your videos. Thank you, Casey. Ben Shapiro destroys SWEGTA. I mean, I think that would be good publicity. So, whatever. What music do I listen to? I listen to a lot of punk rock, classic rock, a bit of nu metal, and I like some, I don't know what to call it, like, you know, like classic, I don't even, like classic rock from the 60s and 70s, a lot of that shit too. You know, it doesn't get me like psyched for anything, but it makes me very relaxed and nostalgic, because I used to listen to that on the radio when I was a kid. You know, obviously that was way before my generation anyway, but that was like one of the favorite things I could find on the radio, was, you know, like old school 60s, 70s, and some 80s music, rock, pop, all of that shit. But I'd say generally speaking, the main thing I listen to is kind of like industrial metal or yeah, like nu metal, a mix of that. Some electronic rock too, like KMFDM. Would I ever play other games on my channel? I have. I don't do it often. I'm gonna be doing more Manhunt streams until I'm done with the game. And what I want to do with Red Dead Redemption 2 is live stream myself playing it on YouTube. What kind of music do I hate the most? I'd say mainstream pop music. Because it's... anytime I listen to it, and it's not even willingly, it's because other people listen to it, so I hear it while they play it on the radio, or like, you know, on Spotify or something. And when I listen to it, I'm just kind of like, this is the most vapid, fucking heavily processed, pre-planned bullshit I've ever heard. It all sticks to a very basic and predictable format, and it's just fucking bad. You know, maybe once in a blue moon you'll find a song that's like okay or good. Maybe even fucking awesome. Although it's been a while since I found anything like that, but the vast majority of the shit you hear on the radio, as far as like mainstream pop music goes,
Every penny counts.
it's all fucking drivel. Thank you, Tristan, or Tristane. I don't know how to say a lot of names, so by all means, if I mispronounce your name, correct me. But yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Favorite sex position? I don't know. Ask your mom. She should know. Do I like Rammstein? Hell yeah. I have some songs of theirs I really like. I would say Pussy. That's a good fucking Rammstein song. I know it's low brow, but it sounds really cool. What's up with the background noise? I don't know. Apparently there's background noise. No idea why. Why am I not doing any more Bully 2-player mod gameplay? Quinn left the community. He's now gone. He's not dead, but you know, he left. So I was just kind of like, well, I could get somebody else to do it with me, but I don't know, probably not. Maybe someday I will. Any new Vidly videos? I have a few ideas. I think I'm gonna make more independent stuff, and by independent I mean it's not gonna be response video type shit. It's gonna be like, here's what I think. It's not just going to be based on, oh, this person said this, or this user did that. It's going to be based on, here's what's on my mind, and I'm going to make it comedic, or at least try to. And it's just going to be like a, kind of like a rant type channel where I just bitch and moan about things, but in a hyperbolic, kind of funny way. That's what I'm aiming for, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. I want to. Probably will, but no idea. Will I live stream Manhunt? Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. For like 2 hours at a time. So hopefully by the time I finish the game, I'll have my Xbox One and Red Dead Redemption 2, so I can just jump into that. Hey SWEGTA, I'm considering making a new channel where I do video game covers like Squid Physics. Any suggestions? Oh, you mean like for cover songs? Man, I don't know. I'd say I would just suggest shit that Squid Physics has done, but if you want to do that too, go ahead. Maybe like a cover of a Dead Rising song. That'd be cool. Maybe like some of the mall music. I don't know how interesting that would be, but it'd be an interesting challenge, I think. What do I think about Nathan? I like his videos. We haven't gotten along that well for the past few years, but things seem to be a bit more smooth now. He congratulated me on my birthday today, so I thanked him. I don't know, regardless of how he feels about me, or how his people feel about me, or how I feel about him, or how people on my end feel about him and his clique, whatever, I'm still gonna remain a fan of his videos. I'm still gonna actively watch them and, you know, enjoy them, because regardless of how we feel about each other, I feel like his videos are really good. So, those are my thoughts on Nathan. Why did Quinn leave? I could get into it, but I'm actually gonna head off now, because I'm like, you know what, I really want a cigarette, and second of all, this cold is fucking killing me, so... Can I do a tutorial for bully speedruns? I've thought about it, but I don't know how it would do in views, you know. Wouldn't be very interesting. It would just be like me explaining strats to the best of my abilities. And even then, I'm just kinda like guessing half the time. I play bass, NYXT. I play Z bass. Do I have autism? I've never been diagnosed with anything at all. So perhaps, I don't know. I'm better than Nathan? How so? By what standard? Don't smoke during a cold, it's gross. I think it's a bit more complicated than that. There's kind of like a chemical dependency. Peace out, Swag. Have a great birthday. Thank you, Stoned Wolf. It's an awesome name, by the way. I like your name. CBS 2 is playing Manhunt 2. I gotta check that out. The news coverage of Manhunt 2 was fucking terrible. Dare I say hilarious? What do I think about Shrimp and Nathan? I don't like Shrimp. I think he's kind of a fucking asshole, but Nathan's cool. Like I said, we haven't been on the best terms, but I've always had an appreciation for the videos Nathan makes. So, I'm gonna head off. You folks have a good night. Thank you so much to all who donated and talked shit in the chat. You guys have been really fucking good. It feels weird knowing that I'm 22 now. I don't know why, but every time I age, or I guess I'm always aging, every person alive on the planet right now is, you know, the oldest they've ever been. You're constantly being older than you've been just a few seconds ago. But you know what I mean? Like, every time I turn from one number to another, I'm just kind of like, how do I get accustomed to it? But I do. Oh well. Yeah, I don't have any outro music, so I'm just gonna end the stream, but thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Share it with a friend if you think they'll enjoy it. No idea why they would, but if you think they will, do that. Peace the fuck out.